guys, we are on topic 3 of preparing for your first seasonal contract job, working for a concession company in a national park. So point 3 of preparing is getting your vehicle documents. So if you are driving, there's a few different options. So some people, there's multiple ways to get out there, right? If you decide to drive your own vehicle out there so that you have a vehicle in the park with you and to get around during the season, I think it is one of the best moves you can ever make, because it gives you freedom to go where you want, to explore where you want on your days off, to do what you want, to go where you want to go with who you want to go with, or go by yourself. When I had my car my first season in Yellowstone, I often, like, at lunchtime or on break at work would be like, hey, anyone up for this hike? I want to do like Artist Point at 6 o'clock, meet outside at the picnic bench. I have room for like 3 or 4 people, or whoever wants to come, we all meet there, and whoever has cars, you carpool, break up from there. But there's a lot of days where I didn't have any days off with anyone I knew, not my roommate, not anyone like I became close with. So I ended up doing things alone, which was very terrifying for me, but that's some of the best memories I've ever had, was conquering fears by myself alone. And it's fears that I thought I would never have to have or have in my life, but it's something that's like made me very strong and be able to be who I am today. So I'm thankful for that. But so if you drive your own vehicle out there, when you check in, usually on your first day, like when you schedule your check-in day, it's not like your complete orientation. Your check-in is usually, you get processed through HR. You bring your I-9 documents to them. They make sure you have all of your paperwork done, everything's good. They take usually your photo for your employee ID, and some locations give you your employee ID and your name badge, and then you get sent to the uniform room, and they already have the kind of uniform that you'll be wearing set up, and your sizes if you put in like a general size. Or you'll tell them there like what your size is, and then they'll pull the uniform for those sizes. You try them on, and depending on the size of the company and where you're located, they might have a tailor there. Well, they'll size you perfectly to fit, and they tailor everything. And then if they have to tailor things, most of the time they'll send it to your location like 2 weeks later or whenever it's done. And usually it is before your location opens for that season. So you're usually allowed to wear anything before opening. Your manager will let you know, but usually you're allowed to wear anything that is comfortable, that is not provocative, not like very offensive, not like very extremely ripped jeans, no, like, it needs to be like decent clothing, but like you're allowed to wear something more comfortable and like comfortable shoes. So when you, like, the day you get checked in, usually are able to like 1 or 2 days late. It depends. Like either the same day or within like 2 days, you're sent to your location to check into housing. What I used to do is I used to schedule my check-in 2 days before my orientation at my location, because housing usually lets you know, hey, you're allowed to check into housing up to 2 days before you start working or whenever. So I would check into HR, get everything for work, settle, and like check into my housing and like unpack, and I have like a full I used to have like a full day or 2 days to just like get to know where everything was at, where I needed to go. I met my roommates and some neighbors and people, and so when I got to my location and I checked into my housing, that's when they asked, like, did you drive? Do you have a vehicle? If you do have a vehicle, we need to see your valid driver's license, proof of insurance, and unexpired registration with your name on it. And this is where also a lot of people mess up, because a lot of companies can't give you your park sticker to put on the outside of your window to get, like, they give you an employee pass for that full season to get in and out of the park whenever you want. And some parks, they have a specialized employee lane where it says all employees in the right lane or whatever, and you'll just like go through. But in order to get that sticker, they need these documents, and if you don't have the documents, depending on where you are in the company, they'll say, well, we can't give you your sticker until you have these documents, or like you can't park on our property because it is a liability. But I've never experienced anything where like anyone was kicked off the property personally in all of the seasons that I've done. But yeah, it can go that far. You just need to be prepared and have them. So I always have like an envelope in my glove box, and you should always do this anyway, because if you get pulled over by the police or an accident happens or anything, you need to have your documents, like, you know where they are and that they're printed. You shouldn't have to worry about like, where is my phone, where is my driver's license, like, did I lose it? My phone doesn't have internet, so I can't access my insurance card. Like, you need to have your printed insurance card for that vehicle, the most up-to-date one. Make sure that's unexpired and that's good. And the registration that's unexpired, and print them out and put them in an envelope and put them in your glove box. Do this, I recommend, for every single vehicle. So I know that there's some people that, let's say, drive a truck and they bring their own RV and they stay in an RV lot. So you need to bring those documents for your truck and all your documents for your RV or your trailer, your insurance, proof of registration or your ownership. I don't know if, like, for RVs and trailers, if there's such thing as a registration, or if it's just like you just have a title with your name on it. I don't know. But that's why, yeah, that's important to have those. And as soon as you know that you're going out there, make sure that you have them and you have them up to date, because if it's going to take a while for you to get updated documents or get them printed, like for me, I don't have a printer at home, so I would need to log in on my laptop to my insurance company, email myself a PDF of the insurance card, and then go to a Staples like 45 minutes away to get it printed. But depending on where you live and your circumstances, it might be a little bit easier for you.